Hello everybody and welcome back to Odin's Movie Blog. I am the critic who is a cynic. Hope you're doing well. And today we're going to be going into what? Another amazing article from the Mary Sue. This time in... God. So, in celebration of the year anniversary, it's been now 1 year since that travesty of a movie called The Last Jedi came out. They decided to make an article. Princess Weeks, whoever that person is, has decided to say that Vice Admiral Holdo is her favorite, his or her, I honestly don't know at this point because it's the Mary Sue, one of the favorite parts of The Last Jedi. Yeah, that's right. Vice Admiral Holdo, one of the worst Star Wars characters to ever exist on screen, is this person's favorite. Which really, is it really that surprising? It's the Mary Sue, guys. Are you really that surprised? Over the weekend, in celebration of the 1 year anniversary of The Last Jedi, the host of Forever Star Wars Pod and contributing writer, that's interesting, for Clashing Sabers wrote a tweet asking for other people to retweet if the character of Amilyn Holdo, I don't even know, who cares, from The Last Jedi as played by Laura Dern, Laura Dern's awesome, meant something to them as a character. Most people don't care. And then you have Fa La 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 Star Wars. I don't normally like to do this, but I'm tired of the nobody liked Holdo perspective because most people didn't. It's fine to not like her, but don't assume everyone feels the same. Okay, so here's that same language again. Don't assume my gender. Don't assume my sexual orientation. Don't assume my pronouns. I'm so sick and tired of this language. Like, seriously, just get over yourselves already. Retweet if Amilyn Holdo means something to you as a character. Well, she means something to me as a character, but it's not a good thing. It's not for the positive. As to be expected, there were positive comments, but there were also some people who just had to express what a poorly written Mary Sue, social justice, etc. that Holdo is. Well, that's fact. Now, I recognize that The Last Jedi is a mixed bag for a lot of people. I can proudly say I have Last Jedi haters and lovers on my timeline. That being said, I've always been Team Last Jedi is good, and that extends to the character of Holdo, so here's my response to that tweet. Well, you've already kind of lost any and all credibility. The very fact that you still defend The Last Jedi, again, you can like it. And I tell this people all the time, you can like The Last Jedi. You can have a subjective view that you came out of it with a positive experience, but you cannot say that objectively speaking, it is good. If you break down the plot points, if you break down the character arcs, guess what? There are problems that you just cannot ignore. And so I don't care what your feelings are, because guess what? Facts don't care about your feelings. And it has no place in what should be a article or a news article. But, you know, of course, we already know that the Mary Sue is just a complete joke when it comes to that. But still, they are trying to play themselves as being the nexus of movie news and everything like that. This is not news. This is just blatant and stupid opinion, not based in reality. From the moment she appeared in the film, I felt a really deep love for Holdo, mainly because it was awesome to see a femme woman being put into a position of authority after General Leia. No, the reason why is because she was a woman with purple hair. Let's just be honest for a second. The only reason why you liked her, the first thing that made you said was, oh, this woman has purple hair. She's obviously with it. She's obviously a third-wave feminist. Let's just be, like, at least be honest with the people. At least be honest, right? When Poe sees Holdo, he has doubts about her abilities and her insights. And for me, from the beginning, I felt Rian Johnson was making a very powerful point about the way we view female leadership. I know a lot of people are like, why didn't she just tell Poe or anyone else the plan? Yeah, that's a great point. That's a huge plot point. Why didn't she say? Guess what? Because she's an idiot. Because she's a terrible character. And guess what? It has nothing to do with the fact that she's a woman. No one cares if she's a woman. Only you and people like you care that she's a woman. I only care about the fact that she's a terrible character. I only care about the fact that she's poorly written. I only care about the fact that there's so many plot holes mainly because of her character and stupid plot points just because of her character that it just makes the movie almost go full stop every time that she's on screen. That's the reason why I have a problem with it. And you put it right there. Why didn't she just tell Poe the plan or anyone else the plan? That's a great question. It's not like it was a secret plan that couldn't have worked had she told people. It wasn't like it was something that just could not have worked. Let alone, let's talk about the hyperspace ramming. Yeah, how do you explain that? Well, the answer is simple. The rebels, bless their hearts, are bad at sticking to plans and understanding the long game. We see at the very beginning of the movie that Poe disobeys and turns off his headset during an attack that Leia explicitly told him not to engage in, that left them with less fighting power and caused many deaths. And this is also all going back to the point that they're trying to say that Rian Johnson's main point with Leia and also with Holdo was to try and show that men, the typical white male, doubts female authority. Which is just so far from the truth. Most men don't give a damn who their president is, who their boss is, male or female. The question is, are they a reliable person? Holdo, if she was a man making those same decisions, guess what? I wouldn't have listened to him either. because he made stupid decisions, because he should have told them the plan. Like, I'm sorry, like, for you to try to defend this major plot hole by trying to say, but look, they disobey all the time. Okay, they might disobey, and you might be able to say that Poe was kind of a, you know, a loose cannon, which he is a loose cannon. There's no denying of that, but you're trying to defend it for all the wrong reasons. It takes very little it takes very little for everyone to abandon faith in Holdo for remaining calm and sticking with her guns by keeping her plan close to the chest. The reason why is clear. If she had told them that she had planned to die on the ship, they would have tried to stop her. Yeah, and would have stopped one of the worst decisions in Star Wars history. Poe would absolutely have tried to stop her because he's an impulsive person who believes he knows best. That was made evident at the very beginning. Yes, I agree with you there, and do I think that he probably made a bad decision? Sure. I think it's a decision that, you know, obviously look to it in war, and, you know, you follow orders, you know, when do you follow orders, when do you not follow orders, things like that. I think we can have a discussion about whether his decision was good or not, and I think the movie definitely tries to portray the decision in a certain light for sure. But for you to try and say that it's, you know, oh, well, he would have tried to save her. Well, of course, because her decision was stupid. Her decision was stupid. You want to know why? If that was her plan all along, guess what she could have done? She could have done that at the very beginning. She could have done it at the very beginning. If hyperspace ramming is a thing, then why didn't she say, hey, go ahead and get onto these ships, I'll take care of it from here, guys, and then done the hyperspace ram? The thing that she did at the very end anyway. Why didn't she do it then? Oh, wait, that's right, because the plot needed to continue. And so therefore you see that Rian Johnson is a terrible writer because that's a huge plot hole. That's a huge plot issue that this person obviously doesn't want to address because she knows that they can't address it. Him, her, whoever it is, princess. Yeah, I can't assume that that's a female anymore because, you know, we live in a world where there's 1,000 different genders. And people say, oh, it's actually not that high. Oh, just wait. Just wait. There's going to be a day where there's going to be 1,000, and then we're going to look back at this moment. You're going to say, oh, God, he was such a hateful person. 1,000? How did he not know that there were 30,000 genders after all? Just shut up. Oh, Lordy. The First Order rules through fear and intimidation, even though its leaders are loud and incompetent man-babies. There it is. There it is. See Hux's petty snarls and Kylo Ren's tears of nepotism angst. Holdo attempts to rule through faith and self-sacrifice rather than aggressive tactics. Yeah, because hyperspace ramming an entire fleet isn't an aggressive tactic. Right, Mary Sue? God, you're an idiot. God, why? Oh, man. And being totally open. That makes people distrust her because, again, despite her reputation, they trust Poe more. Poe, who, again, got their comrades killed in an attack that they destroyed a warship, yes, but also left them unable to defend themselves in other ways. If Luke and Rey hadn't shown up, they would have died. Well, the reason why they looked up to Poe more is because the entire time from that point on, she is showing herself. Holdo shows herself to be incompetent. Holdo shows herself to not know what she's doing. You want to know how she could have changed that? By being a leader. By being someone that was able to actually grab and actually gain respect. And the whole turn at the very end saying, oh, look, it was the plan all along. Oh, now we respect you is just total crap. It's total crap because guess what? If I was on that ship, I said, you should have told us from the very beginning, you imbecile, because you let people die anyway. By the very fact that you just, oh my goodness, you didn't do it from the very beginning. But this is all part of her plan, right? She knows best. Holdo knows best, right? Oh, man. Holdo is not a perfect character because in addition to being a character, she was also representing the distrust we have for female authority. When men or coaches talk about having faith and trusting them, even when something seems out of reach, we have been taught to trust them because their experience matters. It has nothing to do with the gender of the person. Experience, yes, that's a big part of it. Holdo does not show experience because she shows stupidity by making stupid decisions. Just as you show stupidity by showing stupid decisions in what you're deciding to write about. And that's why I have to stop here. Anyway, guys, what are y'all's thoughts about the Mary Sue? Holdo is the greatest character of all time. She's a female warrior. She is able to show that being female and making choices and not telling anybody your plans and doing something stupid that breaks Star Wars is totally fine. But if you're Poe, if you're a man, if you're a giant man baby, you can just go away. Anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments below. If you like this video, smash that like button. Give me a subscribe. It helps me out a lot. You're all amazing and beautiful people. Have a great day. And as always, God bless.